Hey guys, so it's about that time where I have to answer my Q&A questions. I have my mom that's going to be asking them off camera. So yeah, let's get started. What's question number one?
Question number one, what inspired the film?
Oh, that's like the hardest one. Okay, so this film, we've been through 3 scripts so far. So 3 completely different concepts and scripts. So our first one for this concept has always been about anxiety, but due to COVID we had to simplify it, and now we've changed the perspective of our film and put it in a more relaxed and urban setting, as we are only allowed shooting in our actresses' homes. So I had to adapt a fantasy script to a psychological thriller script. Yeah, so that's behind the writing of the script. It's always been about anxiety though. So getting back to the question, this is a personal story. So in my writing, I will always be writing from experience. So you guys are getting an inside look on my personal experience with anxiety. So it is a very personal project, and it's been hard making it because you have to like connect with that part of yourself. So yeah, I'm very close to all of my work because it's always written from experience. So this film is inspired by my decline in mental health during lockdown, specifically my anxiety.
Good, okay.
Oh good, thanks. She approves.
How are you working with your team during the pandemic?
Whew. Okay guys, I'm so over checking my phone because that's communication for us, because we are in 9 different places across the province or state. So the only way we can communicate is through technology, so cell phones, laptops, Zoom calls, messages. So that has been hard, I'm not gonna lie, because it's easy to get lost in translation. It's easy to wake up to 400 messages and then you're just like, do I genuinely have to read these? But you do. So communication has been hard, but working together, we are a very strong crew, because most of us have another blooper for you. Most of us have been working together. This is our 3rd film together, so we know each other well. But communication has definitely been the hardest part of this experience, and just not being able to physically like be with your crew and see your actresses in an outfit, and yeah, that's the hardest. Dealing with crew dynamic remotely has been insane.
What is your directing style?
What a question. Okay, my directing style. Okay, so for those of you who know me and who have been following along, I think you kind of know, like, I come with a bit of chaos and crazy, and like, you know, I'm a bit of a clown, and that is a defense mechanism, obviously. So that's like common for people to use humor as a defense. So I would say my directing style on set, I try to stay as fun as possible. But I can get to the point where I am actually joking and like laughing during takes. So I'm that type of director, but I'm also gets really strict. There's a strict side of me when things are not going to the schedule, okay? I'm a list person. I'm definitely a list person. And I structure us to the minute. And like as soon as I see like, sorry, my dogs and cats are around, you might hear them. It's all good. Yeah, so I'm very like, when I start seeing, oh my word, we're 30 minutes off, then I start getting more serious, and that's something I've needed to work on, and something I will definitely need to work on with this experience, because I'm going to be getting sent footage at random times while we're filming, looking over it, saying yeah, saying no, retake. So it's I think this is a lot more pressure because you're not all together, but it's kind of cool how there's like a production flow. So I'll be getting footage easier this way, if that makes sense, because I won't have to like look through the scope of a camera and be like, yeah, okay. I'll be looking through a computer, so I can see every mistake as well on a bigger screen and whatever. But I would say my directing style is definitely not, I never want to lead a set that isn't exactly how I am as a person. So my crew knows, like, there's crazy Courtney and then there's crazy Courtney. Okay, then there's two dynamics. She's either crazy and hilarious, or she's crazy and she wants to get shit done. So I hope that answers your question. It's also something you'll develop over time. I'm only 23, 24 in August. So I still have time, but I think I'm always going to be like a fun, like playful human on set.
Now, do you believe films are shifting towards only being commercially motivated, and why?
Okay, this person knows me. Do they know me, Mom?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, this person knows me. Okay, I'm not a commercial person, so, like, I didn't get into film to make the standard or the norm, and I think that is clear throughout my work and our work as a crew. If you haven't seen our previous two films, Blue Bottles and Unveiled, they were both meant to be in other genre categories, but somehow we got away with experimental because it's just where my mind goes. So to me, the whole commercial thing is like, but at the same time, okay, we need to be realistic because we need to make money, right? So things like Marvel, we're not going to get rid of that. You know, we're not getting rid of Disney, things like that, because this industry, as much as it is for entertainment, it's also money, and it's struggling artists' money. So I think probably, like, I do see myself having to work in a more corporate or commercial setting just because that's never going to die. But in saying that, independent films have become so popular. Like, independent artists, like young artists who aren't even in school, are creating their own content and creating films and short narratives and public service announcements. So there's a definite market for independent filmmaking, which, yay for Courtney. But I appreciate the commercial side of it because it is a business, and I understand the business side of it, and that will never go away. And the reason I think we'll never get rid of commercial work is because of the business aspect and the industry itself. So like Universal, Disney, we're not going to get rid of big players in the game. HBO, CBS, I mean, they're releasing amazing. Hulu, YouTube, they're releasing all these insane series. So I think it'll always remain commercial, but I think there's hope for a more alternative market because of just technology and like how times are going. So we'll never lose the commercial aspect of film, but I'm hopeful.
Oh, good. Okay.
Did you get it, Mom?
Yes, I did. How did you come up with the concept for your film?
Oh, okay. So I kind of already answered this. So it is a personal story. The concept of anxiety just hit me hard during lockdown, and so I was left with 2 days to write a brand new base draft for my crew with an entire like different narrative. So going from fantasy to psychological thriller. So what was the question again?
How did you come up with the concept for your film?
You know, I had an answer, and now because I like go other places, you guys can see my brain, because I go other places I just forget. But anxiety is important to me, obviously, and the concept of the film, as you know, there's two characters, but we've been very, very, very selective about who they are and what role they play. It is getting hot out here. I'm just saying, if my cheeks are pink. So Alula is our protagonist, which is played by Drew, and the mind is our antagonist, which is played by Yolanda, and that is all I'm going to say. So basically the base concept would be personifying the human mind in order to communicate anxiety in a more real and accurate way, if that helps.
Yes.
She's like, yeah, okay.
What are you most looking forward to about the film?
Oh, okay. I'm so excited. Okay, so it's going to be a sensory experience, guys. A sensory experience. So we are going to be playing with all 5 of your senses. And I'm so excited to play specifically with sound in this film, but also like selective shots. it's gonna be amazing. And as you guys already may know, we're writing our own score and composing it. So I'm the sound and the cinematography work in this film is what's gonna make it a winner. And I'm just so excited to communicate like feeling through senses to you guys. And my goal is that you guys feel it the way a person with anxiety would, and like, I'm just excited. Is there another one?
Yes, your last question.
Okay, yay, woo!
Are you ready for filming?
Am I ready for filming? Good last question. Okay, so, yes and no. Yes, because, as I said, I'm a list person, very organized, and we have 15 days until shooting, so I'm feeling relaxed-ish. We've scheduled our next 2 weeks. We've got 2 production design and CMS mystery boxes being sent to our actresses that they're going to open on camera, that I'm going to fill with all the goodies they need for costume, for their makeup, or for things to add to their room for their characters. So I've planned those boxes. I've planned exactly what they need. So everything for the day is planned. The timing is planned. So we're ready to go. But we've never done this before. So that's where I'm like, am I ready? Like, am I ready to shoot from 9 different locations? Like, this is wild. So yes, I'm feeling prepared, but I'm feeling nervous for the day because it's literally, we are the first people to do this. We're the first South Africans to do this. We're the first film crew in South Africa to do this, student film crew to do this. It's insane. So yeah. I'm prepared, but I'm nervous. But yeah, thank you, never. I can never just end well. Thank you all for watching. I hope my face isn't too red and rosy. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you guys are excited for the film. Bye.